Yeah. Wow. I was expecting a round of applause for this. Amazing, spectacular music from Inner Theatre Troupe. Very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me warmly welcome you to these very spectacular moments. A day we have set aside to come together under the initiative of Edo Women in Diaspora to honor an illustrious son of Edo, to honor a professor of high repute, a father figure, and a man that has exemplified excellence for his humanitarian assistance, recognizing all his very wonderful, generous disposition, and a little way to say thank you. Professor Dickson Idusuyi is the reason we are gathered today. Can we please applaud this great man? We also must salute the initiative of the Edo Women in Diaspora for thinking it true to honor him while he's alive. Can that also demand another round of applause? We are expecting the arrival of Her Excellency and all the top government functionaries. Some already are seated. But in the interim, I'd like to warmly recognize the leadership of the Edo Women in Diaspora, ably led by Mrs. Adesua of Morui of Basoha, that is also here with her very wonderful husband that has given her the wings to fly, Dr. Julius of Basoha. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please applaud them as they take a bow? You can just stand up and take a bow, let people know where you are. Let that applause be resounding. Thank you very much for coming home to do this for another great son of Edo. It is not everybody that is as lucky as Professor Dickson Idusuyi. Now we say no yes now near yere. Ana isi ekbesi osirium akoko naya wo wese. Not everybody is privileged to be paid in a positive coin. And that is why the Benin has an adage that says, true of us. But today we are gathered among people who understand how to appreciate goodness. Professor Dickson Idusuyi, you are a lucky man. That all those you have been there for recognize that while you are still alive, it is good to say thank you. And so we can thank the Edo Women in Diaspora enough for putting resources together, for coming home to the land where the king is truly king, to celebrate an illustrious son. This for me is unprecedented. And you have done very well. For Her Excellency to choose to personally attend this event is an attestation to the fact that you have done well. I'd like to also recognize another great son and daughter of Edo. I'm talking about the worldwide president of Edo National Association, engineer Mrs. Bosse of Yasu, here with our very beloved husband, Mr. Osa of Yasu. Ladies and gentlemen, can you applaud them as they take a bow? All over the world, this is the #1 Edo ambassador. What a man can do, a woman is doing and doing very well. We congratulate your husband If she is the worldwide president, the husband is the president of the worldwide president. The husband has a double presidency. Please applaud him, applaud him. Not every man will give their wives the wings to fly. And when you've got one who have done that, encouraging the wife, praying for her, and giving her the opportunity to showcase her talent, such a man is an enigma. We can celebrate you now. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, to also acknowledge another great song of Edo. One that has made Edo very significant and has made Edo to appear on the world map. The Benin River Port is a reality because of the conceptualization and initiative of Mr. Governor, His Excellency Godwin Obaseki, and to drive that vision to positive reality, of which we are all proud as Edo. Engineer Greg Ubefo, Chairman, Benin River Ports. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please give him a round of applause? The Giligili Seaport you are seeing and hearing about, this is the man that is working round the clock, bringing investors from all over the globe to make Edo a city that is truly one among the very best. Let me, ladies and gentlemen, to quickly recognize some more personalities on the entourage of the very distinguished guest for today. Professor Dickson Idusuyi will make a grand entrance at the end of all these recognition. And I'm sure at that time, Our Excellency will be here. The Edo women in diaspora will join him to make a majestic entrance. They, with their very beautiful attire, will join around the first circle, and every other personalities that have been invited on his account will join him to make a grand entrance. From the entrance door, he will be dancing to this wonderful seat of honor with whomever he has chosen to sit with. So, ladies and gentlemen, that time will come shortly. But for this evening's event, I'd like to warmly welcome another great scholar, former Chief Medical Director of the University of Benin Teaching Hospital, consultant cardiologist par excellence, Professor Austin O. Obasova is in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, please applaud this great son of Edo. And only recently he retired from the services of the University of Benin and the University of Benin Teaching Hospital, having attained that very wonderful age of 70. But don't look at his face because he doesn't look anywhere near 70. But he's one of our very senior citizens in which we are very well pleased. Your time of service was very positive impact. And we hope and pray that you will live longer to reap the fruits of all your labors. Can you get me a better amen? Ladies and gentlemen, I also like to warmly welcome another very distinguished professor seated, Professor Don Ohomina. Ladies and gentlemen, please applaud this great man. Professors read so much. And if by the books they read, their lot follows like that, they would have been the richest in the world. But the honor they receive is not compared to what money can be equated with. We appreciate your presence here today. Great friends of Professor Idusuyi. Michelin Ogiame is also in the house. We welcome you. My Lord Bishop Beloved Obas is also here. Teddy Ogiame is in the house. Elder J.B. Idusuyi, J.P. Osaze Arikbo Sula. And of course, our engineer, Osaeti Irabo, is here. Ladies and gentlemen, please applaud this great man. Our Excellency underscores this event in very, very high way and has invited top government functionaries to join her to celebrate this great man. And I'd like to warmly welcome some of them who are already seated in no particular order. I'd like to acknowledge and welcome our very scholarly Professor Anthony Obebu, Commissioner, Judicial Service Commission Edo. Please warmly make welcome. We appreciate your presence. We welcome you. We also like to welcome permanent secretaries to Edo government, the heads of various institutions of government, the engine room that is making Edo great again in realization in our time. The permanent secretary, Ministry of Communications and Orientation, Dr. Adama Desmond is in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, please applaud him. We welcome you, sir. Thank you for coming. Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Local Government. Please applaud her. Thank you. We welcome you very warmly. I'd like also to acknowledge and welcome heads of government institutions, heads of department and agencies of government. Let me warmly welcome Director General, Directorate of Educational Quality and Accountability, Dr. Rosalie Okosu. Ladies and gentlemen, please applaud this great woman. We thank you, we welcome you. We also like to welcome the Managing Director, Edo State Urban Water Corporation, Mrs. Toyin Adegoyega. Please applaud her. Thank you for coming. We also like to welcome, representing the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Social Development and Gender Issues, Mrs. J.I. here. Please applaud her. Thank you for coming. We welcome you. Chairperson, FIDA Edo, Violet Olumesi Esquire. Thank you for coming. We also warmly welcome the representative of the Commissioner, Minister of Arts, Culture, Tourism and Diaspora Affairs, Edo State, Mrs. Margaret Ikobodo. Please make her welcome. Thank you. The Acting Managing Director, Edo Jobs, Mrs. Eribo. Please applaud her. Thank you for coming. We welcome you. We thank you for coming to show Professor Idusuyi that you love him. I also like to acknowledge and welcome very specially Engineer Mrs. Amodi. Ladies and gentlemen, please applaud them. Great consultants to Edo State government. We appreciate your presence and impact. Reverend Mrs. Spat West Irabo, CEO Lapat West Ventures. Thank you for being here. We welcome you very warmly. We also have in the house Vice Chairman of Local Government here in Edo, guest of excellency at this event. I'd like to warmly welcome the Vice Landlady of where we are, the Vice Chairman, Oedo Government Council, Honorable Patricia Ogogo Ero Esquire. Please applaud her, applaud her. We appreciate you. And we thank you for all the very wonderful support. Honorable Blessing Pereware Hosanna, Vice Chairman of your Southwest Local Government Council. We welcome you. Honorable Efosa Uyigwe, Vice Chairman of your Northeast Local Government Council. Please applaud this great woman. Thank you so much for your presence at this event. We also like to warmly welcome Mrs. Osarete Idusuyi. Thank you for being here. Mrs. Rosalind Idusuyi. Frank. Dr. Ege Asimegbe Idusuyi. Thank you. Mrs. Violet Idusuyi Idubo. And of course, Mr. and Mrs. Martins Idusuyi, welcome you. Osarugu Idusuyi. Idusuyis are here. Please applaud all of them. Your father, your brother has brought you honor. And that honor will follow every one of us. I also like to warmly acknowledge and welcome Mrs. Tina Omoyege. Please applaud her. We welcome Lady Christy Ogie Odia, Barrister Mrs. Ulo Uzamiri. Can we please make her welcome? We also, in a very special way, welcome great Rotarian, Madam Lagos, ever shining. We welcome you. Thank you for coming. Mrs. Tina Omoyege, God bless you for coming. Mrs. Yamu Adesuwa, Mrs. Rose Amaze, Mrs. Elizabeth Ero, Mr. Martin O. Okunboa. We appreciate your presence at this event. We welcome you greatly. Permit me also to acknowledge and welcome the great women that have put all of this together and has ensured that today will become memorable for a long time. But before then, let me quickly welcome great sons of the know. Mr. Osakwe Agbotai is in the house. Can we please applaud this great man? Thank you for honoring us with your presence. Foremost legislator per excellence, former member of the Edo State House of Assembly, Honorable Bright Osayande. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it a resounding welcome. We appreciate your presence. Former Vice Chairman, Oedo Local Government, Honorable Lady Belinda Ogifa. Please applaud her. Thank you so much. Dr. and Mrs. Agidigbi is also in the house. We appreciate you. As we get along, we'll do well to welcome more. Dr. Edubalo, we appreciate you. We welcome you very warmly. But this next set of persons I'd like to invite. I'd like you to please warmly appreciate them in a special way. Members of the Edo Women in Diaspora. And if you are here with your spouse, you will also join. Mrs. Abiyuwa Eribo. Can you please rise as we give her a resounding applause? Thank you very much for coming. We also appreciate Miss Pat Abbey. Please applaud her. Where is she? Please applaud them. These are the organizers, those who have taken the initiative, backed with resources to do this honor for Professor. Mrs. Meg Uzi is also among them. Please applaud her. Thank you very much. Miss Maria Hollis is also one of them. Thank you so much. God bless you. That applaud is not good enough for those who have done things like this. When you appreciate them for what they have done, you spur them to do more. Miss Rita Osagi, please applaud her. Miss Esther Thompson is one of them. Thank you very much. Please applaud her. Don't get tired of these great women. Mrs. Dorothy Osahon is also one of them. Please applaud her. Applaud her. Ms. Abiodun Imaso is one of them. And of course, Mr. and Mrs. Nobori is also one of them. Please applaud them. Thank you, Mr. Nobori. Always a delight to see you. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are expecting clear signals that Our Excellency is almost here. The DJ will give us some wonderful music of the yesteryears, spicing with music of today, because it is amazing. It is amazing when we reenact what we used to know, the love we used to share, the togetherness that we are known for. Ara soredo edo audio itoria. Edo la ni soroma ale audio edo yeri no ema na we gari fiweria. Oba yan talk about yourself. Are you aware of that? Ekena be aso rocky in Abuja aya toni wa ahwenye me se ogo mo no ba no e ya mafia. Ekena be White House in Washington DC aya toni ogo mo no ba no. Oba atembe. Wherever you are as a no man or woman, be proud of your heritage. You are from a heritage that is known all over the globe. In the 18th centuries, when the Portuguese came, Edo already had street lights in this time. Our forefathers were very, very intellectual. They were resourceful, they were innovative. And Edo has remained on top. Unbeatable, resilient people, hard-working people. Are you also aware that Benin City, the capital of Edo State, is the second to Ibadan when it comes to the best organized road network in Africa? After every 3-4 houses, there's a street. The way they plan this city is unbeatable. And it has remained like that. We thank God for our governor, who is networking all these roads with asphalt. You can never have any hold up that will keep you in one place like in Lagos or Warri. In Benin, there are lots of escape routes. And so those in charge of small shops, those in charge of water and drinks, let the party begin. The celebration is already on. And we are proud that another great son of Edo is being celebrated today. And we are all witnesses to this. I advise people, whatever you want to do for your parents, for your spouse, do them and do not procrastinate. The times are evil. The timing is short. Nobody can guarantee you of the next day. So any good you can do, do not postpone. Things are happening. That you are alive today is not because you are too rich or because you are too careful. It is by the grace of God. So every day you wake up, give thanks to God. Because a miracle just happened. Are you aware that we do rehearsal for death every day? You know the exact time you went to bed. You will never know the time the sleep will come. And at times you even sit down in an occasion like this, you doze off. You sit in your office, you sleep. Even in the bus, before you get to your destination, you have a nap. That is also a miracle because people pay to take drugs so they can sleep. So for you to sleep and wake is one of the greatest miracles you can ever imagine. By the time you are asleep, you don't even know how much you have in your bank account. You don't know where your spouse are, you don't know where your children are. There are times you sleep in the night and there's something happened in the neighborhood you did not hear. You didn't know. So every day is an opportunity to do good to another person. And that is the love we used to have in this city. I remember the Xmas period in those days. It used to be very, very wonderful. A few weeks ago we celebrated Christmas and New Year. There was nothing like that. And I had a lot of nostalgic feeling. Is this still the Benin City? Though we used to know. Christmas was a celebration you can't help but observe. Not even because of the resources. No. The life and times of our people. Many of us are witnesses to that time. You know when it's countdown to Christmas, your mother will look at you in preparation for Christmas and deliberately go to the market to buy oversized shoe. You remember? With an instruction that you are going to wear that shoe for how many years? Some 2 years, some 3 years. That's planning ahead. Not as if they have too much. And you know too that that time was a very wonderful season of the year. First and foremost, the Humanitarian will be available. And then when it is few days to Christmas, you go to school. Do you bet to go to school in the heat of Harmattan? You wash your leg, you wash your hand, true or false? And then you apply Diagbo, Cocoa Sheet, Stella Pomade, Cuckoo Cream. That is where we are coming from. And the most remarkable one is on Christmas Day. As early as 7 o'clock, the Christmas rice is ready. Your mother will now have the dish. Pull the rice, pull the chicken, pull the stew, and cover it. Use another napkin, cover it. Put it on a tray, and put the tray on our head. From house to house, we were delivering rice. Nobody poisoned anybody. As you are giving, you are also receiving. And something was remarkable about such journeys. If your mother sent you to deliver rice, you are excited. Because when you deliver the rice, they are going to wash the plate and return it almost immediately to you. And there's an addition that follows it. What's that? Money. That money is not for your mother that sent you on the errand. The money is delivery logistics. That money is personally for you. So the more houses you visit, the more money you make. Life was good. Today, if your neighbor bring cook rice, are you sure you have the moral justification to eat? Even your dogs you won't give. What has happened to our humanity? What has happened that even your next door neighbor don't even know your children? All the children are under house arrest. Nobody goes out, nobody comes in. Then it was not like that. We used to play under the moonlight. We used to have times where we sit down together and then an elder just tell us stories. We used to play with a biyoho. Have you forgotten all of this? And the countdown to Christmas then was when you have to construct your own popo. All the matches in that neighborhood are in trouble. When we finish with your mother's home, we enter my mother's home. So as mothers, they used to tie their matches inside their oyekwe. If no, give it to life was interesting. So ladies and gentlemen, when brothers and sisters dwell together like this, appreciating what the man has done for them, it is something we must imbibe. And so at this point, with the next set of music, we are going to invite the professor. He's going to go to the entrance door. All the adult women in diaspora on their beautiful Ashwebi will be around him. They are your children today. The Idusuyi family can stay behind them. Yeah, well. Today is for adult women. Women even here is zero. Driver. Are you aware of that? So today, you should be proud. All of you bring your camera and be videoing them to show the honor they are doing your father. That is what you should do. And then post it all over the world. So Prof, we'll need you to please come by the entrance door. All your friends, all your family, all your well-wishers can join you, but they'll be behind a door women. So we want to have a beautiful color, very beautiful, colorful procession. So please, ladies and gentlemen, the only honor you can add to the honor already being done is to stand up as a mark of recognition for this great man. By the time we read his profile, you will understand better. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to warmly welcome Permanent Secretary, Government House and Protocol, Mrs. Edith Sede. Can you please put your hands together for this great woman? We appreciate you. We appreciate you. So, Prof, please come. Come to the door. All his family, all his friends, please join in. The wonderful inner theater troupe. Your colorful, beautiful attire will add color, flavor to this. You are going to lead him in front. All the ushers will be on break. Inner theater troupe with their beautiful Benin attire will lead this great son of Edo to the arena on which has been honored for his humanitarian assistance, recognition and appreciation. Professor Dickson Idusuyi, Edo Women in Diaspora, we need you to make this beautiful. I'm sure they have the music they want the DJ to play. So Inner Theater Troupe is only making stage appearance with their beautiful lukuse, their beautiful attire, their beautiful livery. So depending on what the organizers have planned, Edo women, you are going to form a barricade like a C around Professor Dickson Idusuyi. So DJ, is it you or the traditional troupe? Beautiful. And when you have cool up, beautiful. That's amazing. Yeah. Idusuyi. Ladies and gentlemen, just open the center, as if we are welcoming. Yes, she's going to come to the middle. Our Excellency is already here. Prof, you are a lucky man. Just open. Our special guest of honor. So, please, no, he will join you and come in with Madam, yes, to receive Our Excellency, the First Lady of Edo State, our mother as a state, that have come to honor Prof. So Prof, please stand by the door to receive Madam. She's here because of you. When she heard what you have done for Edo women and men, she said she will be personally here. So the others will go outside, you will remain inside. And Zebu Kuruna said she will come and meet you here. So, DJ, I've been told that this special music is going to come from you. All Edo women in diaspora to go and usher in Our Excellency. So wherever you are, don't be shaking your body. She's going to come through the middle. Professor Dickson Idusuyi, even the heavens appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, can you please rise to your feet? Rise to your feet as we welcome Our Excellency Dr. Betsy Obaseki, the wife of our critical and Lauderdale Governor, to honor Professor Dickson Idusuyi. So ladies and gentlemen, what a way, let's go to Professor now. Professor, let's go. You are lucky to have the Mother Edo honoring you with her presence. So ladies and gentlemen, the entrance, Professor Dickson Idusuyi, a great son of Edo, in whom we are welcome. Waha. Organized by the Edo women in diaspora. I see you shake your body. Honoring one of the great sons of Edo. The reason we are gathered here from all over the world to celebrate him for his humanitarian assistance, for all his wonderful love for Edo people. Professor Dickson Idusuyi. Madam Lagos is also one of us. Patricia Ero, Vice Chair Oedo. Idusuyi is also here, Vice Chair of Biafran East, Honorable Blessing Power, Vice Chair of your Southwest. Lady Belinda Oyepa. So let's escort Professor Idusuyi to his seat. The man of the moment, the man we are honoring, country of the Humanitarian diaspora. Aha. A gentleman to the car. The patriot celebrates you. Aha.
I go make myself happy. I go show myself love.
What an honor. And in honor of Edo State. Ladies and gentlemen, can you put your hands together for Professor?
Remember yesterday, see where you did today. Now you need
Thank you very much. We can now allow our excellency to take her seats. You can see how happy the professor is. DJ, tell the national anthem ready. You can dance for your sister. Thank you. And somebody once again, put your hands together for our mother. Let's see us once again.
If you happy, try to jolly, but things will go on for you. I don't want to Papa and you dress a kappa, all the way from Benin, they dance to kappa. That's all, Papa and Kappa. Sometimes I wonder why the enemies they try to.
Thank you very much for that. Our Excellency, the honor of my day want you to sit up first. Thank you, DJ. Thank you. The mother of Edo wants you to sit down before she takes her seat. Can you put your hands together for Professor Dickson Idusuyi? And give a rousing welcome with applause to our mother, the beautiful First Lady of Edo State, Dr. Mrs. Betsy Obaseki. And so we'll appeal that you please approach your seat. The national anthem will be the next. As soon as His Excellency and our entourage are fully ready to sit down, DJ, the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. take the Edo anthem, bettered by this very beautiful First Lady of ours that have become a toast. Pause. We'll come back to it. That is not it. Ladies and gentlemen, please resume your seats. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I know they've done their homework. You need to do that with the committee. We'll come back to that. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the Mother of Edo, Dr. Mrs. Betsy Obaseki, we are honored to have you today as the Edo Women in Diaspora, led by Mrs. Adesuwa Mori Obasoha, honors an illustrious son of Edo, Professor Dickson Idusuyi, for his humanitarian assistance, for all that he has been for Edo men and women in diaspora. And so this evening's event is to make him feel appreciated, is to make him feel beloved, and another way to also say thank you for all that he has been. It is my honor at this point to invite the President, Edo Women in Diaspora, Mrs. Adesuwa Mori Obasoha, MBA, to give the welcome remarks and set the templates for tonight's event. Ladies and gentlemen, your hands together for her, please.
Excellency, distinguished members of the government, guests of our excellency, Grant, Dr. Dickson Idusuyi, my fellow women of the diaspora, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to this beautiful invitation. Why are we here? We are here to honor one woman who has shown examples to us. We thought the idea to honor Dr. Dickson Idusuyi has been coming to us for years now. And this is because Dr. Idusuyi will never hesitate to lend a helping hand. Professor Idusuyi, thank you for that correction. He will never hesitate to lend a helping hand to anyone who needs help. Whether you are in Nigeria or you are abroad, he will be the first to support. And Professor Idusuyi, as we all know him, loves women, respects women, appreciates women. And for other men, I think you should take a note from this book. If you love women, you appreciate women, you respect women, we will reciprocate. That's what you are seeing here this evening. And this plan kind of boomerang from the little gathering. That's what we thought initially. And we all just one evening get together in one of the restaurants here in Benin and just celebrate him and have a good time. One thing led to another, we kept talking, and those that knows me know that I want to do something, I try my best. I'm not there on the best that I try. And to the glory of God, God has given me an army of women, vibrant women, to work with me. And they have been working with me for years now. And as ELA Women Affairs Coordinator, founder of Diaspora Women for GO, I have well over 1,000 women under my wings. And whenever I need anything done, I call on these beautiful women, and they never hesitate. So we are all learning from the television. And when this idea came up, every one of them was like, why not? Well, let's just do it. Let's just do it. And we all contributed our time, our resources, our money, everything we had. We contributed to make sure that we have a decent ceremony to honor this great man. And Professor Idusuyi, you are one in a million. You are a rare breed amongst us. You know the role you have played. And those of us in the diaspora and your family members in the diaspora also acknowledge the fact that for every Idusuyi living in the United States, Dr. Idusuyi, Professor Idusuyi has been instrumental to their success in the United States. That is a huge sacrifice. That is huge. Some people travel abroad, they don't remember anybody. They don't remember any family member. But this gentleman, Professor Idusuyi, has touched a lot of Idusuyi lives. And I'm sure some of them are here to attest to this work and the continuous work of Idusuyi to everyone that he knows and is yet to even meet and understand. That would be something else. Professor Idusuyi is a fun-loving guy. He's a welcoming human being. And he knows how to stay in the middle. Whenever there's a crisis, he won't get his glossy gloss on. He will try to massage the issue and stay in the middle. I don't want to take much of your time. We've been here for a minute now and we want to keep the event going. I welcome every one of you and I thank you for taking the time out of your various busy schedules to be a part of this ceremony. And my first lady, not my personal first lady, my big sister, my dad, my mom, my nene, call her. She is very, very supportive of anything I do, anything. If I call her anytime, when I'm having an event here in Nigeria or in US, Dr. to support me. I cannot thank you enough. I just cannot thank you enough. You have been a great source of inspiration to me. You have supported me in prayer. Even when I had my mini elections in America, she supported me in prayer and advice. And so she's been there for me and I thank you. I appreciate you. My family appreciates you. Thank you very much. Thank you for honoring us today. And not just coming by yourself, but coming with the whole lot of people to engage with us. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, can that applause be resounding? This is a very, very wonderful initiative. Wonderful, conceptual, and eventual execution of love shown by this great man. Let me reiterate again, and not many people are privileged or lucky to get love in reciprocal for the actions of love that they give out. And so once you are so favored, let us join the Professor to enjoy this amazing day that the Lord has made for him. And so while you eat, while you drink, I'll invite in a theater troupe, wonderful performances for which they are known for, to entertain our guests. But let me quickly add that the presence of the mother of Edo is a testimony that Edo loves great people. Edo identifies with her sons and daughters. And so, Professor, you are only experiencing the milk of human kindness that you have given out in so many instances. For people to put resources together, to travel miles away, to converge in the capital city of Edo, to celebrate you. And the #1 family of Edo is present. What other honor do you look for? It means that God has honored you before men. And we pray that you live long to continue to do those wonderful things that you do. Ruda or Bonesi. All in our way of me. And so, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your wonderful evening as we invite Inner Theatre Troupe to perform. Wonderful dancing styles for which we adore. Truly spectacular. Ladies and gentlemen, that deserves a round of applause. Wonderful, spectacular music. Prof, you are indeed a very lucky man. I'm used to celebrating women, but very rare to see a man being celebrated. And most times I've come to understand that it is the men themselves who don't want to be celebrated. Have you ever encountered such? You are planning to do something and then your father gets to hear and he tells you no. And most times some of their decisions are final. But I know women in diaspora, thank you for this honor for Prof. Did any of you take note that last year, 2023, we celebrated Mother's Day 7 times? 7 different Sundays for Mother's Day. Yeah. I thought we said that one is International Day for Women. What is this one? Mother's Day. What is this other one? Monday Sunday. So many celebrations, but the women truly deserves it. But the men was celebrated only once in June, and it was highly unpublicized. Nigerian men, the Lord is our strength. When it is time to pay school fees, daddy or mommy, who will they call? And your family, that's what happened. You up your way. I'm talking about a natural situation. When it is now time to go to the market to buy food stuff, who will they call? If the generator did not start, who will they call? If there's a leaking roof, who will they call? If the vehicle has a flat tire, who will they call? Electrical problem, who will they call? Plumbing problem, who will they call? When these children now start making their money, who will they call? Nigerian men, prepare for your own age. It doesn't look too favorable to us. A young man was going back to school, and then he went to meet the father. Daddy, you know you will always insist I write the list of what I need. And the father said yes. Can I have it? He said yes. He gave the man a long list, totally 511,000. School fees, accommodation, books, data, everything he needed. And the father said, Osagi, but this is too much. 511,000 for how many months are you going to spend in school? For one semester? All right, let me have it. I will streamline it. The father had a thorough look at that list and discovered that the young boy wrote somewhere 80,000 naira for data. 80,000. for 3 months in school. And the father reduced it. And some other frivolities, he reduced it. And at the end of the day, the man came to a total of 450,000. How much did he delete? 61,000. And then he gave the boy and said, I didn't touch your school fees and all other very important things. The only thing I reduced is the amount for data and some frivolities. You want to buy ice cream virtually every day. I reduced some of all of that. So this is 450, and the boy grudgingly said, thank you, sir. And he left. Not knowing the father had only 500,000 in his account. Gave the boy 450. That somebody gave the mother 40,000. What was remaining? 10,000. Buy petrol 5,000. Was remaining 5,000, and he left it. Ladies and gentlemen, the young boy grudgingly went to meet the mother and said, Mommy, you can't believe what had just happened. Daddy told me to write all I needed. I've done that now, and is reducing it very drastically to only 450. And the mother said, how much do you need? He said, about 520,000. How much more do you need? He said, about 60-something thousand. The mother said, okay, just give me a minute. She went to her room, brought out 100,000, gave the boy, and said, add it to what your father gave you. And the boy embraced the mother. Went on his DP, put a picture, and wrote, Mother is supreme. Can you compare the sacrifice of 450 to 100,000? That is a lot of a man. And as if the Bible supported the women. They said a man who cannot take care of the wife and children is worse than what? They will always quote that scripture. And so that keeps the man on his edge. But something now happens. The man is at work hustling. The wife probably at home with the children. And then the children are misbehaving. She will never do the flogging. She will threaten these children with their innocent father that is at work. Imagine that way. I'm talking to you now, you are still misbehaving. Don't worry, when your father comes, can you not do the flogging by yourself at work? Ladies and gentlemen, by the time the man comes in the evening, she will narrate the story. Nike Tasi, Obi Okana Madiho, Ibe Madi Belkri. Ibe Tamai Serio Ugare, Igata Awe, Omaide Doyo. To please the wife and maintain discipline in the home, the father will summon Imayanako. Your mother was talking to you, and you had the effrontery to disobey her. Kneel down there. Next time I hear any complaint about you again, I will give you more. Give me my cane. And then he will give him some latches. And by the time he is crying, the father goes to take his bath. He will run to the mother. The mother will give the child sweet and biscuit to stop crying. Can you imagine that? Who instigated that flogging? But she's not quarreling with the husband that she didn't know the intensity of the flogging would be so much. Look at your body, marks everywhere. Next time when I talk to you, listen, you know how your father is. Ladies and gentlemen, the child grows with the mentality that daddy is a tyrant, always flogging us, but mommy is a loving woman. And then at old age is payback time. Prof, you are very lucky. Not many of your age mates are as lucky as you are. When these children are now in Canada, in America, and they give birth, even when they can afford 2 tickets, they will bring only 1 for their mother to come. And leave their father wifeless for the next 3 months. How the man survive, that is his headache. There are some men that have many children. By the time you are looking at the time and calendar that is remaining 2 weeks for your wife to come, after 3 months of waiting, you will not hear another news, whether you call it good, I don't know how you relate, that your other daughter in the UK has delivered. So from Canada, mom is going for additional 3 months. If the man complains hard at Yazzie, he will swallow everything, but he's dying in silence. He's eating Indomie and Coke and bread and Coke in the evening. no good food. After this long wait, 6 months in this instance, when the wife is not coming back finally home, they will load her boxes filled with clothes, filled with jewelries, filled with dollars and pounds. What will they bring for their father? A bottle of dry gin. May they pray for them. How can God hear that kind of prayer? Nigerian men, please, you need to learn from people's experience. If your children don't misbehave in your front, don't flog them. No, sack get sack. It is not only school fees they say you should be paid. Oh. When you are coming home, buy pizza, buy shawarma. Learn to embrace your children. Give them something. Take them out. Let them be a